Hi, everyone. Welcome to Alternavita. Thank you for stopping by and thank you for your time. Today is chapter in Immune for Life is the gut-liver axis, and I'm going to go over some of the associations between the gut, the liver, inflammation in particular, and its relation to SIBO, IBD, and some notable toxins that have serious effects on the liver as well as the gut, and some other associated factors that may be affecting you regarding the liver and immune deficiency. So the gut-liver axis is crucial, specifically for detox, but the liver has over 500 functions in human metabolism, and these responsibilities include the formation and secretion of bile, the conversion of monosaccharides to glycogen, glycogenolysis and glucogenesis, fatty acid breakdown, recovery and deamination of amino acids, the formation of plasma proteins and GC proteins. It functions in vitamin biosynthesis as well as detoxification and excretion of toxic metabolites. Glycogenolysis is the biochemical breakdown of glycogen to glucose, whereas glycogenesis is the opposite, the formation of glycogen from glucose. Glycogenolysis takes place in the cells of muscle and liver tissues in response to hormonal and neural signals. So regarding the liver and metabolism, fatty acid, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is one of the most important causes of liver disease worldwide. The global prevalence of non-alcoholic fatty liver disease is currently estimated to be 24%. So some of the notable toxin producers that are affecting the liver in particular, one would be ammonia, which is produced during the bacterial degradation of proteins in the gut and the degradation of amino acids in the liver itself. H2S is another one, and I'm going to explain to you the breakdown of H2S. H2S is hydrogen sulfide. Hydrogen sulfide SIBO is probably the most dangerous form of SIBO. So bacteria, fungi, and actinomycetes release hydrogen sulfide during decomposition of sulfur-containing proteins and by the direct reduction of sulfate. In the body, H2S must be detoxified by oxidation, and while H2S can be produced in large quantities, up to 12 liters per day, by sulfate-reducing bacteria in the colon, it is normally rapidly metabolized by a specialized detox system in the colonic mucosa. The small intestine is much less efficient at detoxifying this gas, and if the detoxification system is overwhelmed, H2S then escapes the gut to enter the portal vein. In the portal vein, a small amount is detoxified by oxygen, bound to hemoglobin, and the majority then enters the liver. H2S also affects the gastrointestinal smooth muscle cells and has a pro-inflammatory effect. H2S is also a gasotransmitter with a high association to what's the word? Sorry, seizures high association with seizures. Fructose is another intoxicant that we now know about, although Dr. Mark Pimentel has often mentioned fructose in relation to SIBO, but until recently, when we know that the effect of fructose on metabolic syndrome, we know that the alternate pathway of sugar metabolism taxes the liver. So there is also more than one association between fructose in the liver, not just high fructose corn syrup, but sugar metabolism itself. So regarding the small intestine in the liver, a dysfunctional autophagic mechanism leads to chronic intestinal inflammation and IBD. The pathogenesis of the liver manifestation of IBD is related to gut inflammation that results in inflamed portal tracts of the enterohepatic circulation of lymphocytes from the gut to the liver. One of the other dangers of human waste in regards to SIBO is E. coli, genetically modified E. coli, known to be one of the 2 causative agents in SIBO, just recently announced. And mucosa-associated adherent invasive E. coli is pro-inflammatory and resistant to killing by mucosal macrophages. It may be associated with the pathogenesis of Crohn's. And part of the reason is it's pro-inflammatory, and some of the other toxins associated with the other bacteria are also pro-inflammatory. So nearly 200 million farmers use human waste as fertilizer. 10% of the world's population relies on such foods. And in the USA, this is now also a factor because we use more and more human waste as fertilizer. So in regard to E. coli and other toxins that are very hard to break down in the human body, human waste is a major problem, and the H2S alone is a contributor to SIBO. So regarding the immune deficiencies, the liver produces GC protein, also known as vitamin D binding protein. It was initially discovered as a major liver-derived protein. It occurs naturally in all higher order animals and is often produced by the mother's colostrum. The presence of vitamin D binding protein or GC protein can also be found in different bodily fluids, including serum, urine, milk, acidic fluid, cerebrospinal fluid, saliva, and seminal fluid, and also in organs, brain, heart, lungs, kidney, placenta, spleen, testes, and uterus. So regarding the gut-liver axis and GC globulin or vitamin D binding protein, the reason we take colostrum is colostrum has GC protein, and GC protein is enzymatically converted to macrophage activating factors. So serum levels of GC globulin are often markedly reduced in liver conditions and acute liver failure. And also with hepatotoxicity, and patients with these conditions often have a total GC globulin concentration of approximately 100 milligrams per liter, which is less than 1/3 of normal values. Some of the conditions that often develop in acute liver failure are renal failure, hypotension, severe infections, and occasionally pulmonary dysfunction. So some of the signs of liver damage are fatigue, loss of appetite, upset stomach, digestion issues, urine color changes, stool color changes, abdominal changes, fluid retention, skin itching, abdominal ache, constipation, intestinal bleeding, diarrhea, and jaundice. And I would also add bloating to that. Specifically, if you are suffering from H2S SIBO, there are at least 42 known symptoms associated with H2S SIBO alone, and you can find those on Alternavita just by looking up hydrogen sulfide. Bovine colostrum ameliorates diarrhea and infection with diarrhea E. coli and Shiga toxin producing E. coli. It supports wound healing and the regeneration of damaged mucosa, and it also reduces cellular invasion of and translocation of C. jejuni. And it helps ameliorate E. coli associated diarrhea, which is usually causes traveler's diarrhea, and that occurs in 29 to 57% of travelers to less developed countries. So again, the main factors in the gut-liver axis that are weakening the liver and affecting the liver are toxins, inflammation, primarily ammonia, H2S, and fructose, and in turn, these are associated with both IBD and SIBO, and to a certain extent, IBS as well. So, okay, everyone, that's chapter 2, and don't forget that if you have any of these gut conditions, your liver is most likely being affected negatively, and this might be leading to some of the toxin issues that you are experiencing symptoms from. And remember, there are at least 42 known symptoms associated with H2S poisoning alone. Among them are pulmonary. They can be pulmonary. They can include paralysis, and they can include nerve demyelinization. So they can also affect your nerves in some serious ways. So H2S is a dangerous gas, and it's also a dangerous toxin. So along with ammonia and fructose is metabolized. Now we know fructose is metabolized similar to alcohol. So these things can build up and produce some very notable effects that you might not be aware of. And that's just part of how the gut and liver axis works together. The gut is also today considered to be a major detoxifier. So, okay, that's the gut-liver axis, the chapter in Immune for Life. And you can now get the ebook on Amazon, and the link will be included in the video. So thanks for your time, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye.